Hey there, guys and ghouls, it's your girl Jet, and today I am bringing you a Parisian cafe. Now, I have never been to Paris, so this is all completely inspired by photos that I have seen of cafes and bakeries around Paris. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do today, so I talked to my 17-year-old and I was like, hey, give me an idea for a build. And this weekend, I think Saturday, we had beignets for breakfast from a local place here, and she's like, make a Paris cafe. And I was like, okay. Luckily, I had the Monster Inc. house and we had this whole main area empty, so I was like, I'll turn that into the cafe. I love coffee, if you don't know. Every morning I start with a cup, usually ice, but lately it's been hot. I am a big fan of creamer, though I highly doubt they use so much of that over in France. I wouldn't know because, yeah, like I said, I've never been there. But we are going to make this work. My big thing with this is that we don't have a lot of like items for like, I feel like we need more filler, like decor items, more, I don't know, like in Animal Crossing how there's like signs that you can use for like your restaurants or your stores or whatever. Like we need some things like that, as well as, just like stacks of dishes. I think we might have something a little bit like that, but like, I don't know. I don't like, you know what I'm talking about. Just like those little filler items to make things more realistic. We did pretty good here though, despite, the things that coulda, shoulda, woulda been in this build. But yeah, we definitely, it could be more, I feel like, but in the end I'm happy with it because I worked with what I had. Hopefully, as we get closer to the full release of this game, we'll get some cooler items. I know we have a lot of DLCs coming and all of that, so maybe, we'll get some really cool things. Okay, so obviously I had to use these cup displays. I believe these are a premium shop item. I think they're frozen. Not sure. I don't know if there's anything like that that's not from the premium shop. But I had them, and obviously I was going to use them here in my little coffee shop build. I don't know why I really added the blender. For some reason it was giving me like green tea morning smoothie. I don't know if that's something you could get in a cafe in France, but we added it here. Spot of tea, and then these windows, they're just very elegant to me. I love the archway, the arches of them, and that arch gives me that old world, European vibe. In the beginning, we only had these 6 to work with, but at the end of the video, I do go home to a few of my houses and do a little shopping because I was at my item limit with Scrooge for the day. So in Paris, we have, you see like the little cafe tables, comfy booths with snazzy couches, and I was really trying that here. And you'll see I use these chairs that I liked and I thought they fit the vibe, but they were massive. So I do end up switching them out for something that's a little more elaborate, I guess, but those chairs do end up kind of inspiring the direction in which this whole build goes. While we are watching me do this whole mumble jumble here that's gonna change. I just wanted to let y'all know that I am now streaming on Sundays at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Eastern, and on Wednesdays at 5 Mountain, 7 Eastern. Not only am I streaming here on YouTube, I am streaming back on Twitch and on YouTube all at the same time, y'all. We have done 2 multi-streams now, and they were pretty fun, so I think that's something I'm going to continue. So if you want to, you know, show me that little ounce of support there, if you could go give me a follow on Facebook and Twitch, I'm Not Dead Yet over there. I would truly appreciate it more than you know. Okay, here we have this table that I wanted to use. And it's so big, I didn't realize. So the spacing. Can we work on the spacing? Like, you know, in Sims, you can put the chairs under the tables. Things line up better. Can we get that here? Because these chairs sticking out a mile away from tables is crazy. So here I seen pictures of some Paris cafes that had like plant areas kind of in them where you could, I guess, pick up coffee and pick up some flowers for your lady friend or for yourself. And so I do attempt something like that in this build. Once again, you know, we had to work with what we had. So it's perfectly imperfect, but it's cute. So we'll add in some pink plants and everything over there here shortly. So we don't have signs, obviously, but I needed something to fill the space. And then I saw this Paris, window to Paris, and I was like, oh, how perfect to go there, you know, to give that nod to, what is it called? The City of Lights? We added in these Mickey lights. I will go back. I noticed here as I'm watching this that I should have added 2 over the longer table. So I will go back in once I open the game and add another one there. And then this chandelier high. We had to, right? It's Paris. It's the city of glam. It is the fashion capital of the world. So we have a big fancy chandelier. And then here are those chairs. I believe these are Beauty and the Beast chairs. I had a bunch of them and I needed a bunch of chairs. They were a little maybe too fancy for what I was going for, because, you know, I wanted like that fancy architecture, but more of a comfy interior, like, you know, furniture vibe. But hey, once again, we had to go with what we had. So this turns into a pink beauty because, hey, why not, right? She says, I am the girl who hates pink. Okay, here's where I get the idea to start adding in those plants that I talked about just a minute ago. course, a tea cart. Do they drink tea often in Paris? Does anybody know? We have these recycling and trash bins from, what was it, the 100th anniversary Disney Parks Star Path. And then we don't have a lot of art, and my thought was, we are already kind of going fancy here, so let's go ahead and put some fancy art. Maybe these are French aristocrats. Is that the word, aristocrats? I know France has a historic past of royalty, so we started with this picture, but it does go away, yeah. We are 12 minutes into this video, and I want to say thank you if you made it this far. And if you have, I would like you to comment down below in the comments. Hello. What is your go-to coffee order? Mine, if I am ordering coffee, tends to be, if I'm ordering coffee, I don't know, I'm a seasonal girl. Like, if it's the fall, I'm getting pumpkin. If it's the winter, Christmas time, I'm getting either like a white mocha or sometimes a peppermint mocha. It honestly depends, really. Right now at home, I am heavy on Starbucks hot coffee out of my Keurig with some Snickers creamer from International Delight. That's my vibe right now. Y'all remember the Reese's creamer? Because I need that in my life. It's my all-time favorite, and they gotta bring it back. So here we are working on that plant corner finally. Alright, so we're getting those final touches in here. I made some yummies to place on our counters and tables. Obviously, we have those beignets, we have tarts, we have crepes, coffees, lattes, we even have some lemon tea. Just all the things that in my head you get, at a cafe. This is where I go and shop my home, and I come in and change a couple things around, and we get our final product of this build and it all comes together. As we reach the end of this video, I want to wish you all the best day ever because you absolutely deserve it. And as always, please remember to keep it spooky, keep it cute, but most importantly, keep it kind. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.